you guys, so the Lord want me to come share this quick message with y'all. This is really a powerful message, so tune in. The Lord is revealing in this hour the systems that were abusing their power, okay? And we know God replaces the unfruitful. We know that authority is given and taken by the Lord. And so we reached a time where the slaves are being set free and the nation is being blessed by them. And so what God was showing me is that they have literally tried to mock God, but not only mock God, but also for their benefit, for their own pride, to make themselves feel better. And God says he sees all of this. He sees how his people have been played with because they did not know. And God says he put that in place for a reason. Okay, so what the Lord is doing, so God says what he is going to do in this hour and in this year, so to speak. Now this will be a supersonic year, okay? I know we've heard about a year, right, some time ago, but this is a supersonic year. So stay on your toes, baby. Only the ones on their toes is gonna get it. So God says he knows the people that he has risen for himself. He knows that the Antichrist has indeed tried to put to shame God's people for their own glory. Okay, God says that he saw all of it. Okay, he saw all of it. But now God says all of their stuff is on the table. Okay, he says he knows how they've abused their authority. He knows how they have oppressed the people, right? He knows that they have prospered in wicked ways. But God says what he's going to do right now, it's all going to come overnight. It's going to come all at once. It's going to be instantaneous. He is going to expose them, okay? He is completely exposing them, and it's all going to happen in the blink of an eye, okay? Once you receive it, you will believe it, okay? It's going to be that much of relief, okay? This is why it's giving heaven on earth, okay, child? Like I was speaking, an extinction of the Antichrist, okay? The Lord sends plagues. Let us not forget. God sent the plagues. Let us not forget. Okay, and so Gilly, I'm trying to do something. Do you mind? So you guys, he is exposing all of that. He is exposing all of that weakness. And God says he gave you that weakness for a reason, child. Because he knew he had the strength to get you out of it. He knew that he could strengthen you through Christ. He knew that he was going to pull you through. He is bringing you out of that mess that the enemy tried to put you in. And you will surely see why it's taken so long. No weapon formed against you will prosper. They have done this for their good, okay? They have done this all so that they could receive their own glory. But God says what is about to happen is going to expose, okay? It's going to expose all of that. It's going to expose why they were trying to hide that. It's going to expose who they really are, okay? They may have been picking with you, right? But God says he is exposing the fallen angels. He is exposing them. Where they try to come and attack you and say, oh, I know you want a piece of this. And I know you know what I'm talking about. And God says he's bringing a holy language for his people. That nobody but the people shall understand. A faithful church is being risen up. The remnant, okay? And God says he's exposing. So we see at the end of the day, you cannot steal a blessing, babe. You can never steal a blessing, okay? They could take their authority, they could abuse it, but at the end of the day, if only God is gonna stand, you understand? So at the end of the day, when the enemy wants to come with his temptation, when the enemy wants to come and say, oh, well, you know that your marriage is boring. You know that you want to take this forbidden fruit, right? Or you know your girl is beautiful. Why don't you think that she's not out here doing this and that and the third? Or you know he's not ready for marriage. But look at the Jezebel starving. Look at the ones that took that forbidden fruit. Look how they're so happy. Right? And those are highlight reels, and that's the abuse of the authority. That is using the parts that they want to make the